Well, it's 6:15 in the bloody morning. I haven't slept. As a lot of you know, I've always been a poor affair at sleeping. I find it very difficult to sleep at night. But this film isn't about my problems. This film is intended to entertain as many of you as possible, because it's funny, there's a subject I want to talk about with you today. I've become quite anxious that a number of my subscribers have started unsubscribing, and on reflection, much contemplation, I've come to realise that I think I know what the problem is. As many of you will no doubt know me for, at one time I used to keep YouTube going with my smoking fetish videos, and I think what's been going wrong is I've been concentrating too much upon plants. And as I say, the old ways are always the best. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna try and mix the two, because I have a sincere and genuine interest in gardening and plants. But quite clearly, it's not to everyone's taste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to mix the two. So look. You get a shot of me having a puff, and then look at that, the sunflower's coming into bloom. Eh? And also, I didn't show you this the other day. Look at these flowers. They're quite nice flowers. And I'll tell you what they are. You might be wondering what they are. These are carrots, the flowers of carrots. And carrots are bi. That is, they live for 2 years, so they grow the root in the first year, and then in the second year they flower, and then they die. And they are they're carrots. I'm loving this border now. That border. Something I didn't show you the other day. Do you remember that Actinidia arguta I put in last year, the Tara vine? Well, it hasn't done as well as I thought it would do, in as much as it hasn't made much growth up the stake. But there you can see it's fruiting. 2 little Tara vine fruits on there. Come down here and show you what I did yesterday. This area at the bottom of the garden, there's the mature plum trees, and then we've got some younger fruit trees. Got an apple here, and then we've got a little pear tree that's coming into fruit, and then a cherry, and there's another cherry there, and then a Victoria plum. See the plums? So last night what I did was I weeded this area. And then I dug out a compost heap, which had been going since last autumn. A mixture of autumn leaves, and I started it off with autumn leaves and coffee grounds last autumn, and then this spring I mixed in some orange peel a lot of orange peel, which I got from a juice bar in town. These two nice Polish lads, they were giving me the waste oranges, what they use to make the juice, and I mixed that in, and it's really made a very nice compost. It's a lot moister, obviously because of the orange peel, than if you make compost with just coffee grounds and autumn leaves. As you can see, I've spread it out, started to spread it out over this back area. This here is Angelica, which is coming into seed, and I'm going to save this seed. I like Angelica, and it's a lovely plant. And we've got some rhubarb. That rhubarb there has come from my father's garden, and in turn that plant came from, it was given to me by a neighbour, a cutting from his rhubarb when I was, this is 25, maybe more than 25 years ago. So it's a nice bit of provenance for me there. My old neighbour was called Mr. Lee. He passed away many moons ago. But it's nice to know that I've got a, whatever variety it is, it's known as Mr. Lee's rhubarb. It's a difficult area of the garden to grow in, is this, because it's either partially shaded or it's more densely shaded. But I'm doing my best, and I'm investigating. What grows well in shade. It's funny because just over here I planted some lovage plants under the plum tree, and they haven't done well this year, so I know now not to bother with lovage in even in partial shade. It likes full sun. I do know that lemon balm is will grow in shade. I've been growing some in shade just here, look. Got some lemon balm growing here under the plum tree, which I've grown from cuttings and divisions taken earlier in the spring. Look, these are the lovage plants which I've grown here, but no, they haven't done at all well under this plum tree. I've read that sweet cicely, another herb, will grow in shade, so I intend to get some seeds soon and sow it in the autumn to plant out in spring. Anyway, it's full moon tonight, so I wish you a very happy full moon, whatever you get up to. And I hope that my efforts to do a nice and tasteful mix of smoking and horticulture will tempt some of the subscribers back who have been fleeing in droves. Alright, cheers now.